Welcome to Dragon Bound How-To series. In these series of videos, we're going to be going over how-to tutorials and showing you all how to play the Dragon Bound TCG game, how to build your decks, showing you what each of the cards do, the different kinds of cards, and how to be able to use them in the game. In this video, we are going to learn how to bring out and play our legendary deck dragons. We'll first take a look at our hybrid dragons. The hybrids require two different element dragons that are corresponded to their material requirements. So, on the field we have a wind and a light dragon. In our Legends deck, we happen to have a dragon that requires wind and light. Now, to play this dragon, you don't just simply have the material and just pull this out to play it on the field. That's not how that works. There are two specific ways that you can be able to bring out your hybrid dragons. So let's take a look. The first method to bring out your hybrid dragon is by using your Merge Core Relic, which is going to be in your Arsenal deck over here. So let's give an example. If we are in our Clash battle, which is maybe our second Clash battle, we can have access to the Arsenal Zone. If I happen to flip over and pull this card, this is our Merge Core card. This allows you to fuse two dragons with the appropriate elements to bring out one of your hybrid dragons as their material. So earlier, as I said, we have a wind and a light dragon. If I pull this card out, put it right in the middle between the two, go through my Arsenal deck, I have the card that needs a wind and light dragon, place it right on top. I've now called onto the field a hybrid dragon. So when you battle with a hybrid dragon, it counts as two dragons. So the two dragons that would be across from these two would be a 2-on-1 match. Say that this is the first match and this is the second match. Your opponent must try to defeat this dragon between the two dragons. You'll play as normal. First match would be your opponent's dragon against this one. And if they lose, then you go on to the second match, would be their second match dragon against the same dragon from earlier. Now, if you happen to win the matches involving this card, and you won best out of 3, you are then able to shuffle back your hybrid and your Arsenal card back into their respective decks. And as the same as before, if you won, you get to shuffle your cards back into your main deck. And if you won all 3 matches like I did earlier, then you get to keep your Dragon Bound card as well. The second method to bring out a hybrid dragon is to have two dragons that have what is called half merge cores. So let's take a look at these two. These two dragons are the same as the ones we saw earlier, but they have a distinct difference. They have half of a merge core. If you happen to draw these two cards onto the field, this is another way to be able to bring out your hybrid dragon, and to be able to put it right in the middle, just like before. That means you don't have to have this one to be required to be able to bring out that hybrid dragon. One question might pop up regarding these two kinds of cards is that if they have to be next to each other. So earlier, these two cards were next to each other to allow me to bring out the hybrid. But let's say that they are not next to each other, but they are across the field, or if they're on opposite sides and not facing each other. So for instance, if this is right here, this is right there, these would not change the way that you would be able to summon your hybrid dragon. The only difference is that if your cards are like this, and the symbols are not facing towards each other, it's alright, you're still able to bring out the dragon using them as material. They still have the hybrid merge cores, and they still have the required elements to bring out the appropriate dragon. Now, let's say that your two materials are on opposite sides of the board, one here and one here. That would not matter either. The only difference is that instead you want to move your dragons before the start of the matches next to each other in the last 2 matches. So say this is match 1, 2, and 3. Move the 2 materials down to the last 2 matches, and then you can bring out your hybrid dragon. This is another part of the rules of the game. So instead of being able to choose whichever matches you want your hybrid to be, if that's the case where these 2 are across from each other, they would go towards the end, being the very last 2 matches instead. Now, let us take a look at our transcended dragons. So, here on the field, we have this card right here. Now this is where their abilities come in, for their ability symbols and their types. This dragon happens to have this symbol down here. This means this dragon has the transcended ability and can be able to turn into a much stronger version of itself. So for example, if you happen to draw this card, it would immediately transcend into a transcended dragon, or a higher form of itself. Now the only way that you can be able to bring these cards out is if you have the transcended that corresponds with the same symbol. So for example, Marunrai and Ariza have the same core symbols. That means that this card is the appropriate material for this one. They must have the same symbol. They cannot be brought out any other way. And to bring them out, so once you bring that to the field from your main deck, you then bring this card out and lay it over the material dragon. And now this is the main card that you use instead. It has its own unique abilities, its own unique attack, and its own unique effects. And now if you happen to win the matches with this dragon still face up in the field, so for example, let's say we won best 2 out of 3, the remaining cards still go face up back into your deck shuffled. Any cards you lost stay face down into your discard pile. And now it comes to our transcended dragons. They would still be shuffled back into your Legends deck, and the material would still go and be shuffled back into your main deck. Now, if you happen to lose the matches with these cards, it would still apply to face both of them down and both of them into your discard pile, just like any other card that you would play in the game, if you happen to lose it or if it happens to be destroyed. And those are the basics of your legendary dragons, both hybrid and transcended dragons. In our next video, we're going to be taking a look at the different effect abilities and symbols that each of the different dragons have and how they change the way the game is played.